Okay, um, welcome to another AriesPointProject video. My name is Aaron. I'm going to do this video here because I haven't done one for a while. Now, by the looks of me, you can tell I haven't been sleeping much. I had a food allergy, something I ate, so it caused some swelling and serious itching. So I haven't been able to sleep much the past week, and my eyes are still swollen a little bit. So I look a little bit demented, more demented than usual, but that's alright. So I wanted to take this opportunity to practice some tarot stuff here. And while I was shuffling, I started to come to some realizations. Don't look. Let the magic happen. And just shuffled away. Feels right. You know? While I'm shuffling, I'm going to speak a little bit to the astrology. But first, my own subjective perspective. Because I can't objectify jack shit. I have to feel what it is I'm saying, and it has to be from my experience. So I'm one of those people, in life, I don't stand out or try to, but somehow it happens. I'll give you a little story to illustrate this. 10th grade, I was going to a Valentine's Day dance at the high school with my, at the time, girlfriend. I was meeting her there, and I didn't have a car or anything. And it had been raining. It was one of those weird nights in February where it warms up, and then you get some rain, and then it cools down and it ices everything over. Those are kind of fun. And so I was basically skating to school, and I lived in a very hilly area, northeast Minneapolis. And it was fun, I'd climb up the hills, going up the snow, and then I'd skate down these hills all the way. And I went from my house all the way to school without falling. Perfect. Dancing my way down there, even though I don't dance. As soon as I get to the front doors, there's like 10 kids sitting there, And of course, as soon as they see me, I fall on my ass. Right outside the front doors, I made it 2 miles, a little over 2 miles without falling, doing all sorts of crazy shit. And I'm just skating in, and I fall on my ass in front of all these people. I just had to laugh for a second, got up and went in like nothing, That's life. But I'm like a hard-nosed person. It takes a lot for me to learn. I have to make a lot of mistakes. Feel things in order to understand them, So it has to settle in. 28-degree Taurus sun, so it's like I guess if you want to break it down into a system of measurement, you could say it's a Saturnian section of the Taurian nature, towards the end there. So you're learning value through experience. Feeling is what we're searching for. Sensation, sensuality, all that stuff is the language we are learning to relate experience through this material form into higher meaning for the theosis of our lives. And so feeling, it's the thing that we crave. You know, we're afraid of it. But we also are in search of it, you know. That's the true value in life. And for me, value, it's a very spiritual thing. I have a Sagittarius second house. And Sag is kind of a special energy for me. It's a inconjunct, or if you're a nerd, you use the proper term quincunx from the Taurian home sign. And so I've got a 7th house Taurus set up, and Sag is my second. And I feel like the quincunx is a strange aspect. It is a powerful, magical aspect. It is something that embodies the conjunction, the opposition, the square, the sextile, and the trine. And it does each of these in a dynamic union with whatever person, place, thing, situation you're involved with. It's a complete dynamic aspect. The magician's aspect, that's how I view it. But what do I know? I'm a student, you know. I ain't no master, as you can see. But so value is very spiritual to me. Money, monetary things, physical, material objects are nice, but they're not really what this is all about. You know, it's about what you learn and what you take with you when you leave. We're here in this time, this space, to grow, to cultivate. And depending upon your leaning, your subjective experience, your reality, you're going to agree or disagree. But I think if you're a rational, sane, and balanced person, you can see that within the boundaries of your personal experience and someone else's, there's room to grow. You know, and I hope that you're able to see that. I know some people can't. But everything's a process. What's this? And it's up to your imagination. You know, how much emotion can you handle and turn into imagination, into magic, into process? What can you see? What can you accept? That's value for me. But I am very practical and down to earth, and I have to be that way. It's the way I'm built. I gotta feel it, you know. I'm searching for the feeling, and a lot of us are like that. You don't have to be Taurus anything. You got it in you, you know. And the laws of relation dictate friction is life. That's how we're learning all this. That's what meaning comes from. So I've learned you gotta let the magic happen. You can't watch it. You can't analyze it. You just gotta go with the flow and let it guide you. You gotta treat life as an art. I'm not the best artist, best anything. I'm just good enough, you know, to seek, to continue seeking pleasure and meaning and value for myself and what I do. But I've learned along the way that in art in particular, every mistake is an opportunity for something that you couldn't have planned. And that's the neurosis of like a Virgoan energy, or anyone that has a perfectionist streak. We martyr ourselves, we sacrifice that great mistake for the ideals of perfection, whatever that is. And we do that in all aspects of life and society. We see that in any system. Let's see what we got there. What the hell was that? Oh yeah. And this wouldn't be complete without that, We're forgetting the gifts we got for the ones we lost. In our search for perfection, we sacrifice the gifts we can show, and I'm guilty of that, as everyone is to an extent. I think in these times now, we gotta spread our message, whatever that is, if there is a message, if it's just a rambling, the magic in life, it ain't about you and what you're doing, it's about putting something out, having it be observed, and creating meaning or connection in another person. And then that creates like a chain reaction between you and another person and other people. And a lot of it's silent, unseen, not even conscious. But it's like these little things we do, They have an impact in this world. And when you're creating, even if it's just something dumb like this, you're not consuming. And I'm not saying that we don't all consume, of course we do. That's life, it's about taking in input, putting out output. And hopefully what you put out's a little bit higher quality, as in you're not regurgitating negativity, essentially. And I know it's hard to do for a lot of us because we're conditioned, and we wear those conditions until they fade away eventually. But I found, and I'm finding, the quickest, most direct, most optimal way to outgrow or to outshine those experiences, those expressions, is to put something out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Put out your process, what you're doing. And let that be your art. Let your life speak for you, for your art, your expression. Let yourself be a creative, not a consumer. It's very important that you take hold of your opportunity in life. You don't have to know jack shit. You just have to feel something. Okay? And I mean, that's held me up for 40 some years, But it doesn't have to hold you up unless you want to. Or you're in the autonomous process like a lot of us, like I was, I am. In this time, polarization. This is why we see a lot of this talk of the masculine, feminine, and also the distinction between divine and mundane. And mundane we call toxic, and I believe that is appropriate because the world is toxic, and it has been for a long time. You don't have to dwell on that, but you just got to look at the facts. Look at the world around you. It's not exactly healthy. The systems we've created, the societies that we're perpetuating, the ideologies that we're spawning, they're not human. And they certainly aren't the progeny of a healthy earth. And many of us were automatons caught in trauma loops, and seemingly well-adjusted people in sick societies just perpetuate more of the same. But enough of this soapbox stuff. Let's get to the real stuff. All right. So this is for yes. This is for the full moon, the Aquarius blue full moon, August 23rd, I think, 22nd, I don't know what day it is. Today, later on today. So I'm going to post this video. I just want to put an energy out in your subconscious to hang on to, and I think it naturally just fell out here. You don't gotta like analyze Jack, you just gotta take this in. Remember this. Okay, Uranus is in Taurus. Aquarius, full moon, closing full moon, blue moon, closing up that lion's gate here. Gosh, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? But the earth, connect to the value within yourself through embodiment. And how do you embody yourself? Through the earth, you know. Get back to nature. Remember nature. Think of this earth. What can you do that's going to benefit the earth? I guarantee if you can find out what that is, it's going to benefit you too. After all, you know, we are the earth. We're just in a different form. But we're made up of the same stuff. All right, well, thanks for watching.